Most people think Diet Coke is either completely harmless or secretly dangerous, with nothing in between, and that binary thinking is where most of the confusion starts, because what people actually experience is more subtle. They drink a few cans, feel fine, then notice odd things over time like stronger cravings, bloating, headaches, restlessness, or a weird sense that one can is never enough. So let's orient this early. There is no official hard limit for Diet Coke, but there is a practical ceiling where benefits flatten and downsides quietly begin to stack, and that ceiling is lower than many daily drinkers assume. The main driver here is caffeine and artificial sweeteners, not carbonation itself. One can of Diet Coke has roughly 30 to 35 milligrams of caffeine, which sounds small until you realize 3 cans already put you near a strong cup of coffee, and 5 or 6 cans quietly push you into a stimulation zone where sleep quality, stress hormones, and appetite signals start drifting. People don't notice this immediately because caffeine debt accumulates. It doesn't announce itself loudly on day one. Then comes aspartame. In normal amounts it is considered safe, but safe does not mean neutral. Artificial sweeteners activate sweet taste receptors without delivering calories. And for some people this creates a mismatch in the brain between expectation and reward. The result can be increased hunger later, stronger cravings for sweetness, or a subtle habit loop where the drink becomes less about taste and more about regulation of mood or focus. This is not moral failure. It's how reward systems work. The key insight is that Diet Coke isn't a toxin, but it is a signal, and repeated signals shape behavior even when calories are zero. So how many is too many in real-life terms? 1 to 2 cans a day is usually fine for most healthy adults. 3 is a gray zone, and 4 or more daily is where unintended effects become likely, not guaranteed, but increasingly probable. At that level, caffeine begins interfering with sleep architecture even if you fall asleep easily. Artificial sweeteners may amplify appetite dysregulation in susceptible people, and acidity can worsen reflux or dental erosion over time. None of this happens dramatically, which is exactly why people miss it. What makes Diet Coke tricky is that it often replaces something worse, like sugary soda, energy drinks, or constant snacking, so removing it without context can backfire. This is where a systems lens matters. If Diet Coke helps you avoid 300 calories of sugar and keeps you consistent with healthier habits, it may be a net positive in the short term. If it becomes the thing propping up poor sleep, chronic stress, or low hydration, it becomes part of the problem rather than the solution. Same object, different role in the system. A useful contrast is this. Occasional Diet Coke is a tool, habitual all-day sipping is a crutch. One gives you choice, the other quietly narrows it. If you find yourself thinking about the next can, needing it to focus, or stacking it late into the evening, that's not addiction language. It's a signal worth listening to. The grounded takeaway is simple and calm. Enjoy Diet Coke deliberately, not reflexively. Cap it early in the day, and pay attention to sleep, hunger, and cravings rather than chasing an abstract, safe number. Your body is usually a better counter than a label.